Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and a special review. Today I will be reviewing Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F, released in 2024 on Netflix. Directed by Mark Molloy, from a script by Will Beall, Tom Gormican, and Kevin Eaton. Starring Eddie Murphy, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Kevin Bacon, Taylour Paige, Judge Reinhold, John Ashton, Paul Reiser, Bronson Pinchot, Louis Guzman, and Christopher McDonald. Now, when this one was announced, I didn't hold out too much hope. Wasn't getting the theatrical release. I was kind of disappointed with that. I mean, if I want to see a fourth Beverly Hills Cop movie, I want to see it in the big screen. But I'm not going to complain. I mean, Netflix, I can get on there and watch it and be able to see it at least. I'm not going to mention much about the previous Beverly Hills Cop films because I will get to those films and review them on the channel in due time. But I will say that I think Beverly Hills Cop Axel F is probably one of the better entries in this series. And they didn't let me down on this one. Eddie Murphy is right back to form. He is perfect in his role. Hell, does this man ever age? I mean, he still looks like he's in his 40s. Can't say the same thing about Paul Reiser, unfortunately. And Axel even makes a joke about that, about Jeffrey.
Doesn't he look about 10, 15 years older than me? We're the same age. The same age. Okay.
And Jeffrey being back is pretty cool because he's always been there in Detroit for whenever Axel's there. And he's always strong when he's playing his character because Jeffrey is just a fun character in there. And of course in Beverly Hills we have Judge Reinhold, John Ashton, and Bronson Pinchot reprising their roles as Billy Rosewood, John Taggart, and Serge. I loved seeing all of these guys come back to the roles. Serge's part in the thing was kind of forced. I don't think we needed to get him back in there. The reasoning behind getting him in there was kind of wonky, but good to have him back nonetheless. But Taggart and Rosewood, the only negative I have about those two is we don't get them together very much.
Drop your weapons! Jesus Christ, some things never change.
And Billy is a character, he kind of bookends the movie. I mean, he opens it and then he ends it. But he's really missing for, you know, a good chunk of the movie in the middle. And during that point, we get a lot of John Ashton playing his role, thankfully. That was one of the things I was missing with Beverly Hills Cop 3. Not having John Ashton in there really hurt that film. So, great to have him back. Well, now one negative I will give to this film is that I wasn't quite on board with Eddie having this daughter that they're having issues. Number one, never in the previous 3 films did Axel ever have a romantic character in a female in here. So that happening here, I mean, it would have been understandable if we would have met a female that he was with or something in the first film or the second film or hell, even the third film. But yeah, him all of a sudden having this daughter and the relationship that they put together in the writing. Taylour Paige plays the character of Jane really well, for the most part. But this animosity that she keeps toward him is really forced. She doesn't have really a reason. I mean, there are points where it's fine at the beginning when he first shows up. That's fine. But he starts to look like he's growing on her. She starts giggling, laughing at some of his stuff that he's saying. And, you know, early she's colder toward that. And you're thinking, okay, they're moving forward in their relationship. But then they just revert right back to that animosity, and it just feels forced. It doesn't feel right. Now, by the end, she does actually finally accept him and start looking like they're going to have a good relationship. But by that point, I'm like, why did this not happen sooner? Why are you keeping forcing this issue of this animosity toward them? So, yeah, that was an issue that I just didn't like in the movie. I liked her performance, like I said, but I just did not like how they handled her relationship with Axel. And Kevin Bacon as Captain Grant is, as much as I love Kevin Bacon in this, it's the reveal of him being, spoiler alert, a villain. It didn't work for me. And the final resolve at the end, I think it could have been a bigger finale. I thought it just fizzled out at the end for the ending of the film. But other than that, I mean, the music cues are really nostalgic. They got some really good songs that were in the first two films with The Heat Is On, Shakedown, Neutron Dance. So, I mean, that was really cool getting those songs in there. But I don't think they fit really well with the newer songs that they were playing in it. Although the newer songs didn't irk me too much. A few of them were rap songs, which it's fine. That's all right. I'm okay with that. But you know, some of them just seemed out of place with all these classic nostalgic songs in there. And there's an appearance by Christopher McDonald as this golfer, and you just wonder if he's actually reprising his role as Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore in this, because I mean, he's on the golf course and he's not a very nice guy that he's playing there. But yeah, I was thinking that this whole time that he showed up in there, that it was his character. They were doing a little throwback to his character in Happy Gilmore, but no evidence of that really. But overall, I think Beverly Hills Cop Axel F is a really decent follow-up to the original film. So I'm going to give this film a 8.9 out of 10. You'll see when I get to the actual other films what I think of them. And I might even do a ranking of them once I get the other Beverly Hills Cop reviews done. But what did you think of this film? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight Fan Plus member, you can go to a post that I have on this site right now where you can request any movie, TV show, ranking video that you want me to do. And when I do it, it will go up on the Dark Knight Fans Plus area for all of you to be able to view that are members. Well, that's it for another action movie night. If you missed last week's Action Movie Night, check out the link above to get caught up on that one. And if you've missed any other videos, check out this down here where you can watch a playlist of any of our Action Movie Nights that you have missed.